Welcome to Movie Momento. We are back again to explain to you a 2002 American science fiction film called The Time Machine. Spoilers ahead. Watch out and take care. In 1899, Alex Hartdegen is a professor at Columbia University. With a little help from a friend named Philby and a devoted housekeeper, watch it, Alex gets cleaned up and runs off for an important appointment. Before leaving, Alex takes his meantime to read a letter from Albert Einstein in Germany. As Alex gets to the park, he stops by to buy some flowers. He runs into a horseless machine and is fascinated with the idea. However, when the owner offers him a ride, he refuses as someone is waiting for him. Forgetting to buy flowers, Alex meets Emma, a longtime girlfriend. As the two walk in the park, Alex proposes to Emma. However, when Emma says yes to marry Alex, a robber attacks the couple with a pointing gun. Unfortunately, as Emma refuses to give up her new engagement ring, she is tragically murdered. Alex holds her tight in her last moments. 4 years later, Alex is still traumatized, drowning himself into work. This worries Philby and watch it so much seeing Alex blaming himself for Emma's death. Philby claims that Alex can't do anything more about the past. Alex, however, argues that he would change that night at all cost. Alex tells Philby that he would prove what he said in about a week. It turns out Alex has successfully built a time machine. Alex suits up exactly as he did on the night he last met Emma. He hangs the necklace of Emma on the time machine and starts to travel back to the night 4 years ago. Appearing at the park, Alex meets Emma earlier than expected, which surprises Emma. He then kisses Emma after a long time no seeing her. Avoiding the park, the couple walk to her apartment instead. As Emma insists on having some flowers, Alex rushes to the shop across the street. However, despite preventing her from the robber in the park, Emma is hit by a horseless carriage outside of the store. In the hospital, Alex tells Philby that no matter how many times he tries to save Emma's life, she is destined to die. Alex then decides not to travel to the past anymore. He sits on the time machine and is ready to go forward in time to find the right answer. As Alex lets the time machine go on, the whole world and the universe change dramatically. Traveling to the year 2030, Alex speaks with the photonic, vocal database called Vox New York 114 at a massive modern library. However, Vox doesn't have any information about time travel theory. Vox informs Alex that the past cannot be changed. In doubt, Alex moves a bit forward to 7 years later in 2037. He realizes New York and the entire planet have been crashed due to the botched demolition of lunar colonies. As a result, the moon is breaking apart and appearing with massive chunks of rock looking from the Earth. Alex then rushes back to the craft due to the attacks from the sky. While struggling on the time machine, he is knocked unconscious after bumping on the control. After a long time in blackout, Alex wakes up in the year 802701, centuries after the apocalyptic destruction of mankind. Alex wakes up in a bamboo bed. Alex discovers that humans have evolved back to the hunter-gathered lifestyle. The villagers do not speak English, only Mara and the boy Kalen can speak some. Calling themselves Eloi, they are the survivors living in treetop houses which are built on the side of cliffs. The villagers soon accept Alex as a lost idiot and let him live in the tribe. After that, Alex stays with Mara, who is also a teacher in the tribe, and the boy Kalen for the night. Alex gives Kalen his pocket watch as a gift. He also realizes the moon is now broken in pieces. Later, Alex is awakened by a nightmare about a monster statue called Morlocks. He learns from Mara that not only him, Kalen, but all the Eloi also experience the same dreams. Alex asks Mara what Morlocks means and she tells him it is just a common children's nightmare. The following day, Mara walks Alex around. Mara asks Alex why he has to travel in time. She soon finds out that Alex must have lost someone he loves the most. While rowing a boat, Alex asks Mara why there are no elderly in the tribe. Mara refuses to answer and lets Alex know that the Eloi don't look back in time. Mara then takes Alex to the time machine. While Alex excitingly inspects the craft, Mara pleads with him to take Kalen along if he travels back to his own time in New York. Suddenly, the group of Eloi is attacked by Morlocks, the ape-like creatures. These monsters arise from the ground. The Morlocks target the villagers by black darts. The darted prey is then tied up and carried down to the ground. Mara also gets caught. Alex manages to help Kalen from a Morlock. He is then followed by a monster. The two fight one-on-one, and just as the monster is about to kill Alex, there is a horn sound recalling all the Morlocks. Alex and Kalen luckily survive, but Mara is brought down the surface. Alex tries to ask the villagers how to rescue Mara. However, he soon learns that the Eloi are food for the Morlocks and the tribe never fights for that. That's why there are no elderly in the tribe and the Eloi accept their fate being hunted by the Morlocks. Trying to find out where she has been taken, Kalen tells Alex that the ghost might know. The boy takes Alex to a cave so he can meet the ghost. It turns out that the ghost is Vox 114, the photonic, vocal database that Alex had talked to before the destruction of the moon. Vox 114 is still functioning after all these years. Alex asks Vox what is going on in this era. Vox explains to him that there are two distinct races, one evolved from the few survivors who remained above ground, the Eloi, and another who sought safety below Earth's surface, the Morlocks. To find the Morlocks, Vox tells Alex to follow the breathing, heading to the jungles in the east. Kalen and Alex then arrive at the Morlock statue. Being afraid that Kalen will get hurt, Alex decides to move forward alone. Alex tells Kalen to get back to the village and light a fire so Mara and him can find their way home. Kalen reveals that the monsters took the watch that Alex gave him, which confuses Alex. After that, Alex sneaks into an underground chamber of the Morlocks. He carefully passes by different caves where the Morlocks are working. As Alex finds Mara's necklace on a pile of human clothes, he discovers it is where the Morlocks execute the captured Eloi with sharp tools and knives. Being shocked, he accidentally slips and drops down to a pool full of human skeletons. As running out of the pool, Alex is captured. The Morlocks take him to an underground chamber where Mara is locked in a cage. They use Mara as a hostage to bring Alex here. The Morlocks leader, Uber, is already waiting for Alex there. Uber reveals that after the moon fell from the sky, the Earth could no longer sustain the species. As a result, some managed to stay above, the rest escaped underground. However, to survive, the Morlocks have to develop into different castes. Some become hunters, some become super-intelligent telepaths, fulfilling different roles in Morlock society. Uber controls both the hunter Morlocks and the Eloi minds. Uber also tells Alex about the plan of using Mara as breeding vessels for the Morlocks colonies. The Uber Morlock then reveals the reason why Alexander cannot change Emma's fate. He is caught in a temporal paradox, since Emma's death was the key factor, causing Alex to build the time machine. Without her death, Alex would have had no reason to build the machine in the first place. Uber also states that Morlocks and Eloi are the consequences of Alex's time travel. His time machine has been found by the Morlocks and taken underground. Uber tells Alex to leave after giving him the answer. Alex requires Uber to return the stolen pocket watch. As handing over the pocket watch, Alex quickly attacks Uber in the face. As the time machine starts to travel, Alex and Uber still fight on the craft. The two fight until Alex manages to push Uber out of the time sphere. Alex takes the chance to control the time moving forward. Uber begins to age and dies outside of the time bubble. Thinking about the fact that Emma's fate would never be altered, Alex decides to go back to rescue Mara. Alex and Mara run away from the monsters, leaving the time machine running freely to the future. When the two are rescued by the Eloi, the time machine also gets jammed by the pocket watch. This causes the machine to explode, killing all the Morlocks, followed by the collapse of the entire Morlocks kingdom. Mara and Alex finally escape with other Elois. The two develop a romantic relationship after that. Later, Alex opts to stay in the future with Mara. Meanwhile, in 1903, Watchit and Philby are glad that Alex has gone somewhere out of his room for about a week. Subscribe to watch more videos like this, and don't forget to turn on your notification. That helps my channel. Thanks for watching.